For this exercise, I like using the bumper plates because it's just a bit easier with setting everything up, and it allows you to roll the bar over your legs. And I also really like using something to protect my hips. Make sure that it isn't too thick, because then you aren't able to roll it over your legs anymore. In terms of feet placement and in terms of shoes, I like to wear either no shoes or shoes with a flat sole, because that allows me to push through my heels. And in terms of feet placement, you want to make sure that your knees are at a 90 degrees angle whenever you are at the lockout. So before starting the exercise, you can just go to the top of the movement, to the top position, and then make sure that your knees are at a 90 degrees angle, and then you know that that is exactly where your feet should be. I like having them approximately shoulder width apart, and I like to point my toes slightly outwards. So now that we know where our feet placement should be, we are going to roll the bar over our lap. And make sure that the bar is completely centered, or that you are centered underneath the bar. And then you want to make sure that your feet are in the right position. I like to make sure that I look forward at all times during this movement, because that just makes sure that my spine is at a safe position. If you look upwards, for example, and you're at the bottom of the position like I am right now, then you are overextending your back, and that is not something that you want to do. To perform the movement, you want to make sure that you grab the bar really tight to create a lot of tension in your upper body. You want to take a big breath in to really brace your core, and then you want to push through your heels and really squeeze your glutes at the top of the movement, and then you want to control the weight back down. And again, don't forget to keep looking forward whenever you are performing the exercise. When you are going to perform the 1/4 hip thrust, it is exactly the same as the regular barbell hip thrust, but the time under tension is a little bit increased because you are performing 1/4 of a rep instead of one full rep. So with this exercise, you want to go up, then lower just a tiny bit, 1/4 of the complete range of motion, go up again, and then you want to go down. I'll show it. So again, grab the bar really tight. Make sure that you are looking forward, brace your core, take a big breath in. But instead of going down, you want to go down just a tiny bit, 1/4 of the movement, before completely going down again, and that is one rep. The B stance hip thrust has the same setup as the regular hip thrust. The only difference is your feet placement. So you always want to start with your weaker leg if you have one. And what you want to do is you want to leave that leg in the same position, but the other leg, so your stronger leg, you want to slightly move it forward so that your heel is at toe level, and then you want to lift your toes up. What this does is that it really helps with stabilizing the movement, even though it is almost a single leg exercise, because you're not actually using your other leg, the leg that is lifted up a bit, to perform the exercise. So I am starting with my left leg because my left side is a little bit weaker compared to my right side. So I have my right leg lifted up, only my heel is touching the floor. This provides me with stability, but I don't use this leg to produce any force. So again, grab the bar really tight, brace your core, take a big breath in, and then use your working leg, the leg that is closest to your glute, to perform the movement. After you performed your reps, then you want to immediately switch legs. So now I'm putting my right leg completely on the ground, and I put my left leg up a bit, and then I'm going to match the work that I just did with my stronger leg. Again, grab the bar, take a big breath in, and perform your reps. And focus on pushing through your heel and really squeeze your glutes at the lockout position. If you struggle with using the barbell because your strength isn't there yet in order to keep perfect form, then you can also use a dumbbell instead and just work your way up until you're able to use a barbell with weight. Put the dumbbell on your hips, make sure that your feet are at the right position, 90 degrees angle with your knees whenever you are at the lockout. Keep looking forward and then just perform the same movement.